If you're watching this, Spirit wants to tell you something about your relationship. I just felt really drawn to doing this reading. It came out of the blue, so I don't know what messages are going to come through. All I picked was one rune. So let's see what that rune is. It is Tiwaz, and it's coming out upright. Now, I was honestly very pleased to see that this rune came out after I felt this message from the universe, because Tiwaz is the rune of commitment. And when it comes out upright, it actually shows a romantic relationship that is very passionate and loving. Oftentimes the sex life is pretty good. There's a strong attraction and respect towards each other. And it's one of those things where it's like, it just feels so good. It feels so right. Now, the only thing about Tiwaz, and this is a message that's been coming through in other readings recently as well, is that it is a love that is so strong, a passion that is so strong that the spirit of love and relationships and, any deities that you may be working with, like Aphrodite, for example, demands some sort of offering or sacrifice in order for you to have this beautiful love in your life, have this beautiful passion in your life, because that sacrifice sort of creates the passion, creates the spark. So for example, if you're watching this, some of you guys might be in like the perfect relationship, however, it's long distance. Or you might be in the perfect relationship, however, I don't know, they need to finalize a divorce. Or you may be in the perfect relationship, but I don't know, fill in the blank. Whatever your sacrifice is, no one person can be everything to you, can be everything that you need and want. Okay? They can get gosh darn close. I'll tell you that. And I feel like this person is very close. But it's impossible for every single desire, every single want and need that you have in a relationship to be met. Now, this isn't saying settle. This isn't saying like settle for somebody who doesn't barely meet any of your needs or wants. No. But I think if you're watching this right now, you've already found someone who's amazing and they want to commit to you and they want to ascend that level of commitment. And Spirit's giving you a little heads up about that, because you know what? When you are spiritually tapped in, nothing can be a surprise. So Spirit's saying, hey, you don't like surprises? Well, here you go. This person plans on committing to you further than what you're currently at right now. Okay, so this could be like moving in, getting married, having babies, whatever it may be, however that ascended level of commitment looks like, depending on where you're at. Or if you're already at a very high level commitment, they don't plan on going anywhere. Okay, so very interesting. And also, this is confirmation. This person has integrity. So if you're somebody who has relationship anxiety, maybe you struggle sometimes with attachment issues, perhaps you're avoidant attachment style, anxious attachment style, or disorganized attachment style. Sometimes you may struggle, like, oh, does this person actually, like, are they good? Are we, good? Is this going to work? Blah, blah, blah. This is a yes answer from the universe, okay? Quit your crying. But again, listen to your own intuition. I still acknowledge that this is an online tarot reading for strangers on the internet. So, I would never, ever, ever tell you to stay in an abusive relationship or anything that seriously causes you unhappiness. So at the end of the day, listen to your own intuition here. But let's see, shuffling up the Lover's Oracle. What does Spirit want to say to you about this relationship? Okay, a few cards came out. Was not expecting that. 4 cards came out. This is the first one. And it says, new beginning. A new adventure awaits. Embrace it and live your dreams passionately. So passionately. This is a passionate love affair. And there's definitely a new beginning with this person that they're wanting to bring in. Some of you guys may be at the precipice of this beginning. Like you already have plans to move in together or get married or whatever. And it's like you may be having some cold feet energy. And Spirit just wants to reassure you, this is a great, passionate love, and you're not going to find everything in everyone. So for example, like, let's just say you are dating the absolute perfect person. They make you happy. They support you so much. They're like your number one cheerleader. They do things for you that no other partner has done for you before. And you have a great, strong physical chemistry. But then, like, maybe it's like one thing. Like, maybe you really like to go out traveling a lot. Like, it's your favorite place is airports and new cities, and this person's just a homebody. They're a family person. They don't necessarily want to do all that, and you may be having this cold feet, these second thoughts, because you're like, oh well, what if I never have anyone to travel with, blah 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 blah. And Spirit is just reaffirming for you, like, one person cannot be every person for you. It's okay to have this difference. And you can find friends who love traveling just as much as you. And then I don't even want to hear the pushback right now. Like, oh, my friends don't like traveling. They always say they want to go on trips and then they don't. Well, then make new friends or go by yourself. Okay? It's like one person can't be everything for you. And, as humans, we really need to remember that we are supposed to live in community and harmony. Like, we would die if we were by ourselves or just with one other person. Like, we would not survive as a race. If you were trapped alone on an island with one person, you're eventually gonna die out. Because, like, even if you have children, they're gonna get all inbred and weird. And never mind. You get the point, though. You need a community of like-minded individuals. Every person can connect to different parts of your personality and your spirit and brings out different essences of you. And your strong love and passion that you feel towards other people, that is not something that they're giving you. That is something that comes from within. They are simply mirrors that reflect back the things that you love and hate about yourself. That is every relationship. And so if there is a certain part of your personality that you feel like you cannot fully tap into with a partner, that doesn't mean you necessarily have to leave that partner, but find someone else who can bring out that part of you. And do so in an ethical way. I'm not telling anyone to cheat, for example, but, do it in an ethical way. Then next we have this card right here. If it wants to focus, beautiful artwork. And it says, let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Exactly. Love never claims. It simply allows and gives. Exactly. Be close, be intimate, be beautiful with each other, but also respect each other's individuality. There may be things about them that you find so ungodly boring. Like, for example, with one of my partners, like, they're really, when we first started dating, they were really into football. And sports just bore the crap out of me. Like, I cannot follow it. And for so many hours, they would just talk about football with me, and I would just be like, But you know what? They found other friends that were really into that. I'm like, go to the football games with them. Watch football with them. I'll drink a beer in the corner and eat the snacks. But it's really healthy. It's really great. And there's certainly things about me that, certain friends and partners and stuff can't relate to, and that's fine. I have friends for everything. Like, my partner right now, they are not into spirituality at all. Like, they, don't, think I'm a weirdo. They don't think what I'm doing is fake, but they're not into it at all. It's just not them. And that's fine, because I got y'all and I got other friends that are into those things, and I can have those conversations with. You know what I mean? So it's like, when you give each other that space to explore other parts of your personality with other people, it's just so healthy. And also, it just keeps the passion alive, because when you are so codependently attached to each other and just with each other all of the time, 100% of the time, resentment can really build when you can't access those other parts of your personality, or you're not allowing yourself to access those other parts of your personality. We have this card coming out. And it says, secret admirer, someone has deeper feelings for you than they are letting on. Your person, your relationship that you're currently in, I'm telling you, spirit spills all the beans. You cannot, have any secrets when you are psychically tapped in, spiritually tapped in. And if you're watching this, you are spiritually tapped in. The universe ain't gonna hide nothing from you. Everything will be obvious. And this is one of those readings where it's like, I'm telling you, your person is planning for a deeper level of commitment with you. So here's your warning for that. I love this so much. This was the fourth card that came out. You know, I was kind of worried when I felt the calling from Spirit to make this video, because I'm like, oh my God, what now? Like, I thought it was going to be something bad, but I love how this is actually quite positive. It says, the past is now behind you. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available to you. Follow it with faith. Yeah, I don't know why. I just keep coming back to this feeling like, if you're watching this, some of you guys may be having some doubts or some cold feet towards developing this relationship more. And Spirit just wants to talk you through that. Now, you have free will at the end of the day. If you want to leave this person, you can leave this person, you know? Nobody's going to stop you. But, you know, just think it through, because this feels like a good, decent person. And if it's not, then it's not, you know? Listen to yourself with that, and your friends, and, you know, the people who love you. They usually point out right away when somebody's not good for you. We have don't stop coming out. Wow. Yeah, don't give up on this. You know, it's not very often that I do readings like this. I feel like a lot of people in toxic relationships tend to go towards tarot readings on the internet. So a lot of my readings are, you know, trying to talk people out of relationships, to be honest. So it's just so refreshing to connect with you today. And your spirit guides, your angels are saying, listen, you know, sometimes your own past experiences, and I feel like that's what this card's trying to say, like, the past is now behind you, release it and embrace new possibilities. It's like, you know, if you had bad past experiences where you were betrayed, or people didn't love you right, didn't treat you right, or even like your own childhood, if you grew up in a situation where you had one or both parents that were either like just straight up mean to you, or just very emotionally cold, and then one minute like maybe overbearing and controlling, whatever. Like, if you grew up with an unhealthy family dynamic or unhealthy relationships while you were developing and growing, it's natural for you to have relationship anxieties and to get cold feet and to, you know, be concerned and to have your doubts. That's natural. That's normal. But you don't have to have a codependent relationship this time around. You can have a life on your own and a life with this partner. That is what's healthy, you know? You don't need to restrict each other's freedoms, and you also don't need to be so completely apart and individual that you have no intimacy. You can keep the passion alive. You can love each other deeply and enjoy your life deeply. Keep the passion in your life alive. We have be assertive. Yes. Make a strong, clear decision and stick by it, guys. No back and forth. You know, make a decision what you want to do in this relationship, what you want the future to look like, because I am telling you, the reason why Spirit told me to do this reading was because there will most likely be some new beginnings in this relationship and developments, ascension of commitment happening for you guys very soon. So it's like, decide what you want now, so that way it can come to you, you know. But let's see, I'm just pulling, let's just do 6 tarot cards and see what they have to say here about this relationship. We have the Star in reverse. Now, when the Star comes out in a love reading, it always is a sign for me of deep, like, sexual attraction. To be honest, this person is extremely attracted to you. And yeah, I think right now you're having doubts, because the Star, when it comes out in reverse, it's kind of like you had a dream in mind for your life, the type of partner you wanted, you know, that you're taking from up here and bringing it down into reality. But when this is in reverse, it's like you're questioning the believability, like, that you can have this, you know, that you can have it all. You can have this amazing partner that you're deeply attracted to and who's good for you, who treats you right, and still have your individuality, your identity, and all. Like, you know, you need to have more faith that you can have a relationship like that. And also, like, if this person is that person for you, have more faith in them, in the relationship itself. Don't self-sabotage. Ace of Swords in reverse. Yeah, a new beginning is ready to come into your life right now in this connection. A new direction in love is ready to come through, but you need to make an assertive, clear-cut decision to the universe when it comes to what you want your future to look like, and do you want this person to be, you know, your person. 2 of Wands in reverse, exactly. Like, all of these cards are saying the same thing. It's like the future's ready to happen. You know, it's done loading. A new beginning in this love is ready to come in, but you need to decide what you want here. Decide what you want your future to look like. The Devil in reverse, right underneath that star card in reverse. Yes. So this is actually a really, well, it's funny that this came out because, as mentioned, the star card for me in love readings is a card of like deep sexual attraction, and the Devil card to me, especially in reverse in love readings like this, is like a really fire sex life that like really conservative religious people would have a heart attack over, you know? Like really good stuff here. I love it. I love this for you. But beyond that, this is showing you breaking out of these past cycles of unsuccessful relationships or no relationships due to your own sort of negative attachment style, whatever that attachment style may have been, you know, breaking out of generational wounds around relationships and understanding I can have a healthy relationship. I can have somebody who really deeply loves me. I can have somebody who I have a fire sex life with and fire passion in the way that I want it to look like, whatever that is for you. I can have all of these things. And all of these things don't necessarily need to be met through one person. You know, I can have friends who bring out different elements of my personality that perhaps my partner doesn't bring out. That doesn't mean I have to sacrifice the relationship, you know. 3 of Swords. Wow. Let's see. Final card out. We have Judgment in reverse. This is crazy. I love when the universe just throws a complete wrench in everything we're saying at the end of the reading. It's like, great. What the heck? Because these are both cards of breaking up. These are both cards of separation. Not going to sugarcoat it. Not going to lie about it. These are all cards of separation. And so, I don't know. What did you get out of this reading so far? Now I'm wondering what predicament you find yourself in. I feel for some of you guys watching, this reading may have been very triggering for you because this person that we are describing here might not be the person you're with right now. Okay, now this won't resonate with all of you, but if it does resonate with you, this may have given you the stone cold clarity that you need to cut them loose and find this person, okay? And, you know, especially if your relationship doesn't allow you to have fulfillment outside of the relationship, you know, like your own friends. Like, for example, if you love traveling and your partner doesn't, you know, they can't tell you not to travel. Okay, they don't have to go with you, but like they can't tell you not to. If, you know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of Jonah Hill. Like if you love surfing and, you know, modeling bathing suits on the internet, and your partner fell in love with you for those reasons, and now they're telling you not to do that because they're feeling jealous. That's not the type of passion we're talking about here, okay? You should be able to still do those things and do what you want and be in a relationship with this person. You know what I mean? Because it's like, again, it goes back to that theme, that message of one person cannot be your everything. They cannot possibly meet all of your needs and wants, and that's fine. You know, as humans, we need that community. Other than that, if you don't find yourself in that predicament and you are with somebody who's beautiful and wonderful and you're just having your doubts about this, you know, these cards call upon the potential future of you accidentally self-sabotaging this. And that is something that perhaps you don't want to do. I don't know. You're just going to have to listen to your own intuition on this one. That's what I'm feeling. And, you know, another thing here, another element, another random message that's coming through is like, again, you have to make that clear-cut decision. Like, okay, I'm focusing on this person. I want to move forward with them. Therefore, I am going to stop talking to everyone from my past, everyone I have a history with, everyone I've dated. You know, I'm going to make that sacrifice in order to assure the happiness and fulfillment of this relationship. So, Or your person may be making that sacrifice. But that's another ending. Like sometimes there are relationships in our lives that sort of contrast the happiness of our romantic partnerships, you know? It's like, let the past be in the past. And actually, that was your last oracle card too. It said, the past is now behind you. Release it and embrace new possibilities. Exactly. Some of you guys need to, if you're talking to your ex or trying to make things work with an ex, you need to cut it off. You need to let it go. Because that is getting in the way of this brand new beginning. Like we said, it's ready to develop. It's ready to come in, this brand new beginning. You holding on to the past is preventing that from coming in. Okay? A new path is now available to you. Follow it with faith. Yes. It's time for you to release. It's time for you to let go of all of the distractions from the past that prevent you from pouring energy into your partner, into your love, into your relationship. Choose to make this work with complete certainty. Make the decision that we're going to make it work wholeheartedly. You know, erase the doubts, the shadows in your mind, and simply decide, this is it for me. You know, that is the decision you're going to have to make if this is going to continue to be committed and ascend, which with TWAS coming out, it will. This person wants that. Universe is warning you now. This person's going to want to ascend in commitment with you, and that's going to require you to fully release the past, let it go, and decide, yes, I'm going to make it work with this person. And I don't have to sacrifice, you know, all of the parts of me to make it work. This person doesn't have to meet 100% of my needs to make it work. You know, only the big ones. And perhaps a lot more, but you know, yeah. I hope this reading made sense. Thank you so much for joining me. Definitely watch for, watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. Wow, that's for my second channel. I have a second channel here on YouTube called Spirit Psychic Tarot, and I do daily, weekly, monthly, yearly, quarterly tarot, oracle, and rune readings there for each zodiac signs. And I always end by saying that, so that just, you know, was weird. But yeah, like this video. I would definitely love to hear your stories down below. You know, how did this resonate with you? What does your partnership look like right now, if you feel comfortable sharing? And subscribe to the channel if you've not already. If you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, where I'm only focusing on your energy, not on the collective, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. And I can do relationship readings there. I have some relationship and love reading options, and all of my readings that I offer there are guided by you. So you ask your questions, your burning topics and concerns that you really want to know, and I do your reading, and I just send it back to you within 7 days, and that's it. No need for an appointment or anything. And my life coaching sessions are structured very similarly as well. That is an hour-long reading with daily email correspondence, and you can ask about anything in those. Like, we can even just talk, you know, about life in general, you know, just be friends. So, you know, that's also pretty self-guided as well. I also have my intention oils there if you want to check those out, and my online tarot reading course if you want to learn how to become an amazing tarot reader. Okay, thank you guys. Bye-bye.